huh? All right, so Arman, please sing the three mantra and Arman.
Germán, por favor, canta el Trimantra.
Jai Sachidanam. Jai
Sachidanand.
Sachidanam. Jai
Yes.
Sachidanam.
Jai Sachidanand.
Namo Vitragai. Namo Arihantanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Vasayanam. Namo Loe Savasahunam. Eso Panchanamukaro Sabapavapanashano Mangalanam Cha Savesim Paramam Khavai Mangalam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namah Shivaya Jai Sachidanand Namo Vitragai Namo Arihantanam Namo Siddhanam Namo Ayariyanam Namo Vasayanam Namo Loye Savasahunam Eso Panchanamukaro Savapavapanashano Mangalanam Cha Savesim Padamang Khavai Mangalam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namah Shivaya Jai Sachidanand Namo Vitragai Namo Arihantanam Namo Siddhanam Namo Ayariyanam Namo Vasayanam Namo Loye Savasahunam Eso Panchanamukaro Savapavapanashano Mangalanam Cha Savesim Paramang Khavai Mangalam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namah Shivaya Jai Sachidanand Jai Sachidanand Jai Sachidanand
Wonderful.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Beautiful. Our most loved three mantra. And now the satsang begins. Let's begin the satsang.
Es nuestro modo Trimantra, ¿no? Y ahora comenzamos el satsang. Page 12. And the title was By Looking for a Solution. It starts like that.
Thank you.
20, you're page 12 there.
Page 20, right?
Yes, 20. There is the title.
Yes, by looking for a solution,
Yes, it disappears.
yeah, the function as the knower disappears.
Al buscar una solución, desaparece la función del conocedor, de conocedor.
Questioner, I do feel, Dada, that I am the pure soul. I am the Knower-Seer, but nevertheless, the suffering of pleasure pain that arises in the mind, why does that happen?
Interlocutor, siento que yo soy alma pura, yo soy el que conoce y el que ve, pero sin embargo, el sufrimiento del placer-dolor que surge en la mente, ¿por qué sucede eso?
Dadashri, that should definitely happen. However many cups of tea you're meant to drink, you have brought forth that account with you, within you. You will have to drink both. You will have to drink both, what's bitter and what's sweet. When it is sweet, the mind will find it a bit pleasurable, and when it is bitter, the mind will find it a bit unpleasant. In spite of this, you are the knower of both of them. You should not have attachment, abhorrence.
Dadashri dice, eso debería ocurrir definitivamente. Por muchas tazas de té que debas beber, tú has sacado esa cuenta dentro de ti, y tú tendrás que beber ambas, la que es amargo y la que es dulce. Cuando es dulce, la mente lo encontrará un poco placentero, y cuando es amargo, la mente lo encontrará un poco desagradable. A pesar de eso, tú eres el conocedor de ambos. No debes tener apego, aversión.
You know, so if you have brought, say, 2 cups a day, 20, 60 cups a month, sometimes another 20 that you make extra, all of this. Some don't drink any tea. Well, so there is no, you don't have the urge, or you don't have the inner demand or the desire to drink tea, you see.
Ujú. Dice, por ejemplo, puedes beber 2 tazas de té al día, 60 al mes o 20 más, porque sí, pero lo que no tiene que haber es el deseo de beber el té.
So the
No hay
question,
deseo, sí, no
sorry.
hay deseo de beber el té, es lo que traes en tu cuenta.
Uh-huh. So then this gentleman, the questioner is asking, I'm the knower of both of them, the pleasure or the, well-made tea versus not so well-made tea. But am I not taking a step backwards by doing this, by drinking this tea? This man is saying.
Interlocutor, yo soy el conocedor de ambos, pero ¿no estoy dando un paso atrás al hacer esto?
And what does the other say? No, it is not a step backwards. Rather, you are advancing forward. You are moving ahead with great vigor. Otherwise, I would have had to come to your home to admonish you, to scold you, asking, why are you doing this after receiving this beautiful Gnan? Hey, Shuddha, why are you waking up so late after receiving this beautiful Gnan?
Dice, Dadashi dice, no, no es un paso atrás, tú estás avanzando con gran efecto. De lo contrario, habría tenido que ir a tu casa para amonestarte, preguntándote por qué estás haciendo esto después de haber recibido este hermoso nan. O como hoy a la mañana que Ayuda se quedó dormido, que venga Dada y le diga, ¿Cómo te quedaste dormido después de haber recibido este hermoso Nan?
There is no need to find a solution. You just have to keep saying how much the anger has increased, how much it has decreased. As the goal means in Gujarati it's called upeya. You forget about that. The self. The goal is the self. As the goal has been attained, there is no need to find a solution. Upaya, upay. No need to find a solution. By finding or searching for a solution, the S capital, Ama's function as the knower, the Gnata Panu goes away, meaning that the real benefit goes away. This much tension has arisen, it has increased by this much. Now it has gone away. You have to keep seeing all this Gneya, objects being known, remain as the knower, whereas by seeking solutions, there will be mental peace temporarily, okay?
Ujú. No hay
Go.
necesidad de encontrar una solución. Tú solo tienes que seguir viendo, sigue viendo. Cuando ha aumentado la ira, cuánto ha disminuido. Como la meta, UPEI, que es la meta del ser, ha sido obtenida. No hay necesidad de encontrar una solución. Al encontrar una solución, la función del ser como conocedor, Gnata Panu, desaparece, lo que significa que el beneficio real desaparece. Ha surgido tanta tensión, ha aumentado tanto y ahora ha desaparecido. Tú tienes que seguir viendo todos estos Gneya, los objetos a ser conocidos, y permanecer como el conocedor, mientras que buscando soluciones, habrá paz mental temporalmente.
Some people try to get their glasses, and Shuddha, if he doesn't have his hearing aids, then he has to speak so hard, so much
Claro.
more. So that's what happened. I went to get my hearing aids.
Fue a buscar sus audífonos, por eso estaba hablando tan fuerte y no
Yeah.
escuchaba bien.
Everything. See, all of this. Just keep seeing all of this.
Y todo esto es seguir viendo todo esto.
Mhm. Remain as the knower, you see.
Permanece en el conocedor.
Don't ask the question, why do I keep on list, looking for this and looking for that, you see. Just see, just see, you see. See.
Solo ve, ¿no? ¿Para qué estás buscando esto o lo otro? Solamente ve.
Why am I speaking late on certain days and keep my friends in Argentina and Spain waiting? You see, no, just there is no solution. That is, just keep saying this. You see.
Se pregunta por qué dejo a mis amigos de España, de Argentina, esperando. No hay que preguntar, es solamente seguir viendo.
We see that Shuddha's intention, bhav, is there to be always be there. Patricia reminds him the night before,
Mm.
and it still happens. You see.
Ujú. Y sin embargo, esto sigue sucediendo, ¿no? Y Patricia le recuerda la noche anterior del satsang, pero sigue sucediendo.
The extent to which you are the Knower-Seer, when your neighbor, file 1, is in a distressful condition, you are the knower of that. So it should not be that, oh, this distressful condition, this stressful situation is happening to me. Mhm.
Mm, En la medida en que tú eres el que conoce, el que ve, cuando tu prójimo, el file one, se encuentra en una condición angustiosa o estresante, tú eres el conocedor de eso. Por lo tanto, no debería ser que esta condición angustiosa o estresante me está sucediendo a mí.
Yeah. Never say, I got up late. Oh, there's not this. The alarm didn't ring, any of those things. You see, just don't try to, when it doesn't happen, you see, when you don't get up in time, you will blame this person here, this one here. You'll say the alarm didn't ring. They're always trying to blame something else, you see.
Ujú. Dice que cuando algo sucede, jamás digas esto me está pasando a mí o esto me está pasando a mí o buscar de culpar a alguien porque me quedé dormido o cualquier situación. Jamás hagan esto.
Questioner, but Dada, you too are the Knower-Seer, Gnata Drashta, right?
Pregunta, pero Dada, tú también eres el que conoce y el que ve, ¿verdad?
And so Dada says, yes, of course. What else would it be? Beside the state of the Knower-Seer, there is nothing else for him. I am Patel,
Ujú.
There is no state beyond it. Gnayak ta, Gnayak ta, Gnayak da, no worship. Gnayak swabhav, the inherent nature of being the continuous knower. Gnayak swabhav means the state of the knower-seer. There is nothing besides that, and you too are in that state. You too are that state. You simply have to look after your neighbor. If your neighbor, Shuddha, Patricia, cries, you shouldn't cry along with him. You should place a hand over him, her, saying, we are with you. We are with you. Mhm.
Dadashri, sí, por supuesto. ¿Qué otra cosa podría ser? Además, el estado del que conoce y el que ve, no hay nada más para él. No hay estado más allá de Gnayakta, que es el conocedor, y Gnayak Shabau es la naturaleza inherente de ser el conocedor continuo. Gnata Swabhau significa el estado del que conoce y el que ve. Y no hay nada más que eso, y tú también estás en ese estado. Tú simplemente tienes que cuidar de tu prójimo, ¿no? Si tu vecino llora, tú no debes llorar con él, tú debes poner una mano sobre él diciendo, nosotros estamos contigo.
So,
He's talking about the file one, no?
about
Or about file one here when you say when your neighbor is sad.
neighbor, yes.
Yeah,
That's why
yes,
I
file
said
one.
Shuddha or Patricia, you see.
Yes.
Whenever
Y
I say
entonces,
Shuddha, Patricia, Cecilia, Herman, I'm always
all
speaking
file
about
one.
Always
The neighbor
neighbor.
is file one, yes. Acá cuando dice que el prójimo está triste, todo eso se refiere al file one, ¿no?
Yeah. Yes, you see, I've written down Gnata and Gnayak in the chat, and what, now you got a new sentence, new word called Gnata, and you've got a new word called Gnayak. Gnayak means continuous knower. Gnayak is higher, much higher. It's like the state of the Tirthankar or our Gnani Purush Dadashri. You see, Nayak, continuous knower. Whereas we are the knowers. After the Gnanvidi, we have become the knower and the seer knower, not and. See, we see and we know, we see and we know, we see and we know. That's all. We see and we know. We see no. I mean, we see no. We see
All
no.
together, all together. It's like one word.
Yes.
Nayakta es es más allá del conocedor, es el más elevado, está en como los Tirthankars o el Gnani Purush. Y nosotros, después de Gnan Bindi, somos conocedor y lo que ver. Pero es como una sola cosa junta, conocedor y el que ve, no tiene separación.
Yeah. And in all of that, when you are the knower, and when you and I are the knower, we can see how about the word tension. Tension, the mind becomes tense, and the mind becomes at ease. The mind comes to ease. So when the mind is under tension, you see, it is being pulled in so many directions, you see, and so it is uneasy. And when the mind is at ease, everything is calm, you see. Both of these, you and I see all the time. Right now, Herman is under stress. Now he is relaxed. Stress and relax.
Ujú. Yes. Dice que cuando la mente se tensa, va en tantas direcciones y se vuelve como muy difícil, llega un momento como que hasta pueden soltar lágrimas. Y es el estrés, la mente se estresa y se relaja, se estresa y se relaja.
That is how it is. Just now, the other Sri said, why, Dada, when I complain or when I say, oh, I slept too much, I'm not paying attention, etc., etc., am I not regressing or taking a backward step? Dada Sri says, no, you are taking a further step, because all of these little things that happen to the mind, to the body, you see, through the words, all of these things are helping you to be who you are, to be, because you don't like it, you see. When you don't like it, you are saying, oh, shoot, I slept too much. Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have done this. You do not like it. And therefore, you are progressing. Before you'd say, what's wrong? I can sleep as much as I want to. Or, you find excuses why you slept more. You see?
Ujú. Dice, por ejemplo, si dice, oh, dormí mucho, estoy con la tensión baja. Entonces, Dada dice, yo no estás retrasándote, te estás adelantando, porque todo esto está sucediendo en la mente, el cuerpo y el habla, y lo puedes ver, y no te gusta, pero lo ves, y eso y estás progresando.
Yeah. There was one part here that was so important. I need to bring your attention to, and that was here. You don't need to make any. Once now that the final thing has been attained, you see, upaya, you do not have to do any upay. Upay is solution. You upay and upay. Upay means, hey, what are you going to do about it now? Somebody says you have this problem. What are you going to do about it? You see, and Dada gives a magnificent answer. What he's saying is, hey, you have found the final solution, which is the goal, Ama. You don't have to run around trying to find a solution. You do not. Patricia will do. Oh, you can't stop her. Gabi will do. She will run around. What do I do? How do I get out of this problem? But you don't have to do anything.
Ujú. Aquí
Mm.
hay una frase que es muy importante y Shuddha quiere volver a esto, ¿no? Como la meta del Upei, que es el ser, ha sido obtenido y no hay necesidad de encontrar una solución, ¿no? Por ejemplo, algo sucede y dice, oh, ¿qué harás? Pero no, vos encontraste el alma, entonces el alma no tiene que hacer nada. Probablemente el File One sí, Patricia, Luz, Shuddha van a hacer algo, pero tú, el ser, no.
Uh, I'm just kind of giving you this because this is a very, very magnificent sentence, you see. Uh, uh, you know, uh, because, the defending team in soccer, the guys who are defending, there are three defenders in soccer, and the attacking team is coming with all kinds of speed, you see, and passing the ball. And, they do their best, they slide, they do so much. And yet, once the ball enters the goal, it's over. There is nothing else you can do. There's nothing to be done. There is nothing to be done. You see, um, you do everything before the ball is kicked into the goal, you see, before the other side kicks the ball into the goal, you see. You do everything to prevent, you see.
Yes. Dice, por ejemplo, que en fútbol hay tres defensores delanteros que van con la pelota y ven que vienen los ofensivos del equipo contrario rápido y fuerte, y como que no hay nada que hacer, ¿no? Y ponen el gol. Pero mientras que todo esto está sucediendo, vas a estar haciendo todo lo que puedas para prevenir. Pero después, sencillamente, no hay nada que hacer, ya está.
Yeah. So Dada, in essence, is telling us, do not complain. Do not complain. Do not look at what has already happened. You see, move. Just see. The best step forward now. The best step forward now is to be who you are and see what happens. You see, this one called Shuddha Reinheld, Christian, is already programmed. He is the center forward at certain times. He is the defensive back in the back. He is all over. He runs all over the field. You see, he will do whatever. Sometimes he's the goalkeeper too. You see, so you just watch the game. This is the game of life. This is the jogo of life. This is the game of the life that is unfolding. See it. See it.
Dadashri dice que nunca mires lo que sucedió, solo ve lo que sucede. Por ejemplo, hay un jugador que está programado para ser delantero, pero después juega también de defensor o también juega me- de, para meter goles. Pero solamente mira, porque este es el juego de la vida.
Yes. Nonetheless, the person who is the defense in defending the goal, the attacking goal that is coming, so fast you don't know what to do. So
Mm,
fast you cannot sit there as a defending player. You cannot stand and say, now he's coming this way, what should I do? Oh, he's moved, he's kicked the ball over to the other side. I should relax. No. You see, he cannot think and act. In fact, it is happening. If you watch the defending players in a soccer game, you know, they don't think and do it. It happens in split seconds. It's split seconds, you see.
ujú,
In a matter of seconds, people are throwing themselves all over each other around the goal, you see. Hmm?
ujú. Por ejemplo, volvemos al ejemplo del fútbol. Y hay un defensor que viene, el atacante viene muy fuerte y viene con la pelota y dice que el que defiende no se pone a pensar qué hago. En realidad todo está sucediendo en cuestión de segundos lo que va a hacer, porque está todo programado.
Yeah. You know, when President Bush, at, attacked Iraq, you all remember that, it took two
Yeah.
or 3 days to prepare the Navy, 2, 3, 4 days. The Navy is now, all the soldiers are standing on top of the aircraft carrier and everything in its order. And the aircraft carrier is going to go from the US, and, days later it is going to reach Iraq, you see. It's,
Ujú,
you see, that is the preparation. And that is the preparation. But if all of a sudden somebody had thrown a bomb in New York, an enemy had thrown a bomb in New York, these people will not be preparing and planning. Everybody will be running, you see. All the soldiers from everywhere would be running. It just happens. So when a situation gets very, very, the more tense a situation arises, the faster everything moves, you see. Hmm? It
yes.
moves. Mhm.
Yes. Por ejemplo, cuando Bush atacó Irak, no lo hizo en segundos. Él tuvo sus días de preparación para preparar la marina, para preparar los soldados, para que todo esté en orden. Y después tiran una bomba y los soldados salen corriendo. Todo esto sucede muy rápido, ¿no? Y dice Shuddha que cuanto más rápida, cuanto mayor tensión, más rápidamente se desenvuelven o suceden las cosas.
You see, so if you start running for solutions, you see, if you start running for solutions, uh, you see, yes, this one, last one, okay. But if you plan, if you start doing the solutions as you are preparing or doing something to resolve or to come to go move away from the the solution and the stress, as you're solving the problem, there is a sense of because you're doing something, the tension goes away a little bit, you see the tension goes away. The example, a student who is procrastinating in college, she doesn't read the material, you see. She doesn't study what she's supposed to study, and instead is spending her time at the coffee house, talking all the time. Now, the stress builds up in her. But, but as soon as she opens a book and starts reading, the stress is there. But while she is actually studying, the stress is not there, you see.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes. Dice, por ejemplo, si corres por buscar soluciones, ¿no? y empiezas a correr por eso. Solo por hacer eso es como que la tensión baja al correr. Y como ejemplo dice, hay un estudiante que no estudia, no toca los libros y se queda charlando, tomando café, este, pero mientras que está haciendo eso, que está retrasando, está procrastinando, el estrés aumenta. Pero cuando estudia, abre un libro y se pone a estudiar, el estrés inmediatamente baja.
Mhm. So there are different prakritis, you see. There is the prakriti who is slow and steady, the prakriti of the student, every evening, every night she is doing the homework for the whole year in the college. She's studying, you see. And the other one doesn't study and the last minute tries to do so much, you see. These are both different prakritis, you see. This is what is happening in life, you see. This is what is happening in life.
Dice que hay diferentes prakrutis. Por ejemplo, volviendo al tema del estudio, hay estudiantes que comienzan a estudiar temprano y se preparan van estudiando todo el año, para todo el año y se pueden adelantar, adelantan. Hay otros prakrutis que dejan todo para último momento y en el medio hay está toda la gama de prakrutis. Dice, y esto sucede porque son diferentes prakrutis.
So the prakriti of the student who studies diligently, sincerely,
Mm.
daily, versus the prakriti of the student who doesn't study and plays around and then tries to stuff her brain at the last minute. Both their amas inside, both of them are knowers. You see, there's no. And because the ama wasn't there, they would be they would be dead. You see, so both their knower and seer inside them is knowing all of that. Is
Yeah.
present in both, but the only difference between them, those students, and us, you and I here, is that we are the blissful knowers and seer of all that is happening to Arman, to Cecilia, etc. You see.
Este, por ejemplo, en estos estudiantes, ¿no? El que estudia temprano, y estudia diario, y el otro que no estudia en todo el año, en el último momento, se quema el cerebro estudiando. Ambos son almas puras, ambos son y el que ve. Y en todos somos los dichosos conocedores que ven en todo momento.
Never should it be for us. No, never. Never should it be for each one of us, whether it is Sandra, Kimochi, Gabriel, uh, Reinheld, whatever, Christian, never, never. It is that it is happening to me. Never. Always now we don't say it is happening to me. We
Ujú.
feel as if it is happening to me. We feel, and that is the Niabla. And the Niabla, just like all, and just the Niabla, uh, the Niabla is, just a minute, I need to take that.
Yes, yes. Va a tener una llamada
Hello?
y vuelve.
Hello? જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ. વહેલા હું હમણાં સત્સંગમાં છું. આપણે તો મને 11 વાગ્યા પછી ફોન કરશો? હા, હું સત્સંગમાં છું. જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ. Mahatma is calling. Okay, all right.
You were saying that never said happening to me because the niebla.
The very fact that it feels to all of us that it is happening to me is the Niabla, and all Niablas leave when the sun is hot and up on above, you see. Nieblas live either in the presence of the sun or when your feet, a realization that your feet are on the ground of Soyamapura, solid feet, your Niabla cannot, your Niablas cannot disturb you, you see. And that is how it is, you see.
Ujú.
Mm.
Dice, para nosotros nunca, jamás, decir que esto me está sucediendo a mí, porque eso es niebla, eso es falta de luz. Parece que me pasa a mí, pero no me está sucediendo a mí. Y en esta falta de luz, imaginemos que cuando aparece el sol, y cuando aparece el sol, la niebla desaparece, entonces ya puedo ver, y los pies bien sólidos en el alma pura, bien ahí. Entonces no hay la niebla no existe y el me pasa a mí tampoco.
You see? So this Dada himself here, when we say here, Dada says, I am the Gnavayak, I am the continuous knower, and you Mahatmas are the Gnatas, the knowers. And also what he's saying is, if your neighbor cries, you should not cry with him. In other words, you should place a hand over him. You should say from inside, we are with you. The word we here is Dada Bhagwan and the one inside who says Swayamapura, you see. So there are two. There is the one who says Swayamapura and the one who says the one who knows Patricia, Shuddha, Christian, this one, you see. So both are there.
Acá dice que cuando el vecino llora, no deberías llorar con él. Tendrías que acercarte, poner la mano sobre él y decirle, nosotros estamos contigo. Y nosotros es el alma pura y Dada Bhagwan.
Okay, so now does everybody understand that in this very small, short paragraph, Dada has given us a lot here, you see.
Ujú.
Dada is,
¿Alguien tiene alguna duda sobre esto?
yeah, you see, has given us so much, you see. You know,
Él nos
the,
ha dado Dada nos dio tanto en esto que
yes,
estamos...
the bitter and the pleasant, you see. The bitter fruits of life and the pleasant, sweet tasting fruits of life all belong to the tree of this file one, who is called Christian, Reinheld, Rosie. Rosie gets either sweet fruits or painful, bitter fruits, you see. And whether or not you like the bitter fruit or not, you will have to eat it, you see. And you don't eat. Soyamapura doesn't eat. Rosie will have to eat the fruit and move forward, never complaining, never trying to find solutions. You could try, she will try to find solutions, but that bitter period is there, you see. Just in the same way the pleasure period is there.
Ujú. Dice que hay momentos, los momentos son placenteros o amargos, ¿no? Y estos son los frutos del árbol, pero nosotros somos almas puras. Y te guste o no, estos frutos te los vas a tener que comer. ¿Quién se los come? Los come Rosa y Patricia, todos, pero no yo. Y no quejarse en que esto me sucede a mí. Yo soy alma pura.
You
Todos,
see,
¿no?
there is an Apta Sutra that the Agnani, the ignorant one, suffers with tears, and the Gnani suffers with a smile, you see. In other words, the Gnani is simply seeing it. You see, it's like seeing movies, seeing your own movie, seeing the movie of Christians, seeing the movie of Luz. Just see the movie. No suffering. No suffering.
Con estos frutos, ¿no? El ignorante sufre con lágrimas y el gnani con una sonrisa. ¿Qué está haciendo? Está viendo la película.
Questioner. That's what we have done when we have finished this one here, this heading. And now we come to the next one, you see. So far, does anyone to say anything or share anything about their own suffering and own state when they really entered into the seeing mode? You see, a seeing mode.
I can't see.
Does anybody want to say anything, share anything about this?
¿Alguien quiere comentar algo sobre esto?
Uh, and does anybody want, see, the point is, it's important to know that the role of the two is different. The role of this one is different from the role of this one. This one here, yes.
You're not. It's not moving the.
Sorry.
I think you're on another page. I think.
No. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. We'll come to it. Yes. Christian has a question. Yes, Christian.
Hey, Sachidanand, Shuddha.
Yeah. Say Sachidana Shuddhatma Bhagwan. Yes.
My question is, because you say when there is no attachment, when you let it flow, you can say uh, no attachment and no borrowings, there is no suffering. But sometimes you see, my question is to see where the soul, if I'm sitting in the seat of the soul, because sometimes I feel like Christian is having a lot of movement in life, a lot of things to do, and he reacts. And the things that Christian is looking at, my pure soul of Christian is looking at Christian with the stress, trying to do things. Here in Chile is the national day, and we have holidays, so we are closing the schools to get kids to go to holiday. So everything is going like very rapidly and very complicated. So, and I have seen Christian having to resolve a lot of things, doing a lot of things, getting involved, but at the same time looking at this guy with this monkey, you can say, with this thinking, with these thoughts that are going one behind the other, and I'm not pretty sure if I'm getting absorbed or I'm still sitting in the seat of the soul because I'm seeing Christian doing all these kind of things.
Yes.
Traduce, Christian, please.
Les estoy preguntando de qué me pasa y qué le pasa a Cristian, que de alguna manera en estos días, que aquí es 18 de septiembre, son las fiestas patrias y aquí Chile es como el carnaval chileno, todo se para. Nosotros estamos cerrando los colegios y todo para que los niños salgan de vacaciones y yo veo a Cristian, a este mono llamado Cristian, que no está en el alma, que no es el alma pura y lo ve como los pensamientos van, las acciones van, los viajes, corre, saca, mete, piensa, esto, lo otro, y dice, ¿cómo estoy sentado o no estoy sentado en el lugar del alma pura? Porque trato a ratos de respirar y me observo y todo va ocurriendo y me veo como absorbido, pero al mismo tiempo me voy viendo que estoy absorbido. Entonces la pregunta que le estoy haciendo es esto para no tener este apego o aborrecencia y ser feliz. ¿Cómo es que uno realmente se está observando o no estoy observando a Cristian?
Gracias.
Thank you. Yes, you have just described exactly what has been happening in the satsang so far with reference to Dada's words. Dada is saying, Dada is saying this essentially these are two independent railway lines, two tracks of the same railway line. One other words, the same railway line means the railway line traveler is Christian plus Amapura, you see. And Christian, you know, when one, but they don't meet. They were never, or they don't, tracks never become one. They remain separate. And Christian is the doer, will do everything, especially when there's so much to be done. He will move very fast, he will do everything. And the knower is always there, always there. The knower knows. The knower sees and knower knows. You see, the knower is always there. You see. Sometimes when Christian is very upset and stressed and, complains, nobody is helping me, I have to do this, then, you come from behind and say, I'm there with you, I'm there. And there is instant relief, instant final solution coming in. Final solution is this from behind. All of those other solutions and efforts are of Christian. They are programmed. They are happening. They will happen. You see. They when the students are studying, the bell hasn't rung, there is no place to go, there is no holiday, national holiday, this, that, everybody is quietly studying, and the bell rings and the students come out of the class, etc. You see? So this is how it is. And what you described is a little bit of the Niabla too. You see, it feels as if it's happening to me, but you immediately said, it looks like there is something seeing all of this. And you are that one, you are the knower. And when there is the knower, there is no Niabla. When there is the knower, there is no Niabla. Yes, sorry, when the knower may be there because the sun is there with a few clouds. So you know it's daylight, but you cannot see the sun. Once the clouds move away, the sun now shines on everything, and there is no confusion. There is no confusion. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Hay las vías van paralelas, una es Cristian y el otro es el alma pura. Las vías nunca van a ser una, siempre van a ser paralelas. Y son los viajeros, de estas vías, pero tú es Cristian y es el alma pura. Cristian es el que hace, es el que va rápido, el que trata de resolver. Y el alma pura siempre ya está allí, es el que ve y conoce. Algunas veces se ve, lo ve a Cristian que está molesto, estresado, pero el alma pura está allí, está al instante y esa es la solución final cuando sucede. Y todo lo que suceda es para Cristian y sucederá. En el colegio, por ejemplo, si los chicos están estudiando, están calmos, estudiando, sentados, de repente suena la campana, los chicos salen, y así es como es. Pero en determinados momentos, es- si las cosas van muy rápido, aparece como una niebla, parece que me está pasando, pero en realidad sos el que conoce y el que ve. Es como el sol puede estar tapado por las nubes, pero el sol está allí, las nubes van a correrse y lo vas a ver completamente. Pero el sol está allí, aunque no lo veas, y no hay confusión, no hay ninguna confusión.
The knower is always there, and the knower is continuously, is saying continuously, but Christian is too busy, you see, is very busy, you see, right now, very busy. So it feels as if the knower is not there. But as soon as Christian's busy activities slow down a little bit, the knower is there, you see. The knower does not interfere. Knower doesn't tell Christian, do this or do that. The knower simply knows, only simply knows. The knower cannot interfere in any programs that are already now unfolding. Uday karma, it's called Uday karma. The karma is unfolding. Kada is unfolding. You see? So, at the most, this telling Christian, take it easy, I'm there with you. That is not the final knower. That is the middle knower, the one who says, so there are two knowers. One is the incomplete knower who is there to help you. And you take it easy. And there are other people who also are there. So see the other people, they are also trying to help. You're not the only special teacher that is involved in all of this. See, all the other teachers are also moving, everything is happening. So there is the extra understanding. So that the inner help is actually coming from prajna, trying to pull you back into scientific circumstantial evidence vision. There's so many other things are happening too. You see, so many other things are happening too. See, lets you see much more. You see, lets you see much more. So there is the partial, quote unquote, there is a knower, and then there is the final Lord God, the Gnayak. You say the Gnayak. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Ok. El conocedor siempre está allí, ve continuamente, lo ve a Cristian que está muy ocupado y parece que no estuviera, pero el conocedor no interfiere, está ahí, ¿no? Y solo conoce, y no interfiere en absolutamente ninguna situación, porque en realidad todo lo que está sucediendo es que el karma está desenvolviéndose. Y hay dos tipos de conocedores. Está el conocedor incompleto, que ve a los otros, que quieren ayudar, que todo sucede también, y trae como un entendimiento extra. Y pragnia, y esta pragnia y las evidencias científicos circunstanciales que están sucediendo. Y después está el conocedor final, que es el Lord Supremo, eh, que es el conocedor absoluto.
There is one thing that I just saw that is important, and let me point it out to you. Then we'll come to our dear Luz. And there's so many important sentences get hidden here that I want to emphasize this a little bit. And it was with reference to the upay, you see. By finding or by running around for a solution, the Ama's role as the knower goes away, moves away, meaning that the real benefit goes away, you see. Where, this is the real benefit. They say, what is the real benefit? The real benefit is to, if you really want to enjoy the movie, sit back, relax, and see. The real benefit is in seeing sudden very busy scenes, this, and then there is this slow moving movie. All of a sudden, lot of action happening, and then again, nothing happening, right? And so the real benefit is in the seeing, the function of seeing. But if you, as soon as you start doing, trying to find solutions, the intellect now rises up. What am I going to do? How should I do it? Do I do that? Do I call a friend? Do I do this? You see? So the intellect comes in. And when the intellect comes in, when the intellect arises, the ama kind of, takes a secondary role. Now the intellect says, yeah, do this, do that, you see? So that is an important thing. Don't try to find solutions, not you. Your role is to sit back in that nice chair in the movie theater and see the movie. Yeah.
Acá de Shuddha nos trae de nuevo a esta oración que leímos, que es absolutamente importante, y dice que por encontrar soluciones, la función del ser como el conocedor se va. ¿Y qué quiere decir esto? Que el real beneficio se fue.
Yeah.
¿Por qué? Porque es el intelecto el que se pone a cargo.
Now, the self's function as the knower really does not go away, but Dada says, because the knower is always knowing. But you see, it does not shine. It does not present itself as Soyamapura, and this is happening to Christian. You see? It does
Acá
not.
dice, no es que que el conocedor se va, el conocedor siempre está ahí, de ninguna manera se va, siempre está ahí. Es lo que te permite, es lo que nos permite es poder ver que a Christian le está sucediendo esto.
Yeah, it just does not disperse. Yeah, it's always there, but it takes it kind of from the relative viewpoint, it seems as if it's not there. But that's what Christian was describing, since it is not there, you see. And when the tension subsides, when the stress decreases, okay, there it is. There it is again, you see. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The clouds and
Yeah, the
the
Neabla.
sun.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
clouds and the sun.
Parece que cuando lo relativo, cuando estamos en cuando estamos en lo relativo parece que no está el conocedor, pero siempre está allí, pero es la tensión, y cuando la tensión baja, podemos ver, ¿no? Es la niebla esto de las nubes y el sol.
There, see this, yes, my dear Luz.
Luz, que tu pregunta, por favor.
Satitana, ayuda.
Jai Sachidan Shuddha. Yes.
Cuando Pragnya le dice a Luz que haga pratikraman, ¿qué es lo que hace que eso no sea una interferencia en la descarga del karma de Luz?
Yeah.
Luz's question is, when Pragnya tells to do that, do pratikrama, isn't that an interference?
No, Pragnya.
So sorry.
And
Madre
Pragnya. Yeah, sorry, go on.
is what does when the prajna tells Luz to do pratikraman, what does make that pratikraman to be made is not an interference?
Okay, first of all, yes, thank you. Pragnya, first you need to realize Pragnya does not tell you to do pratikraman. Pragnya doesn't tell Luz to do pratikraman. Pragnya keeps you as Soyamapura, and Pragnya shows you this is happening at the level of Luz. This is happening to Luz, you see. So, pratikraman, the awareness of pain and the awareness of reversal from pain, it is all happening at the loose level. It is not happening at the level of the Amapura. You see, Amapura does not. Prajna simply pulls you away. You are pure soul. I am pure soul. Prajna doesn't tell you to do pratikraman. The one who feels the pain and the one who has delivered the pain realizes this is wrong, and that one is the middle one. He says, this is wrong, it should not be there. Now I have to do pratikraman. The owner of the ego does the pratikraman. The owner of the ego has created the hurt, and the owner has not created the hurt, is suffering the hurt in discharge. And now that owner of the ego is now saying, no, this is wrong, I have to do pratikraman. So prajna sees whether Luz is doing the pratikraman or not. That's all.
Mm.
Prajna
Eh,
does
era-
not interfere.
Ujú. Bueno, dice que Prajna no te dice que hagas practikrama, te tiene estás en el alma pura y Prajna te muestra y vos ves. Entonces, el que siente el dolor, el que está mal, eh, es como que eso no, que lo trae, que está sufriendo eso, dice, eso no debería de estar allí. Y el dueño del ego es el que debería de hacer el practikraman. ¿Qué hace
Yes.
Prajna? Solamente te muestra qué es lo que sucede.
Two lines of the railway track. Prajna is here. And the doer of good things and the doer of hurtful things is here. Now, Prajna doesn't cross over here and says, hey, Luz, do pratikraman. You see, it cannot. It just stays here only, you see. And
Ujú,
it keeps the line of demarcation between the self and the non-self exact and clear, keeps it clear, you see, keeps it clear so you can see it. Yes.
ujú. Dice que, por ejemplo, las vías del tren, una es alma pura y la otra es luz. Y Prajna en ninguna manera se va a cruzar a decirle algo a luz. Simplemente le va a mostrar a luz para que
Mhm.
vea.
Yeah. Yes. All pain in life, all pain is there. The ego, the owner, says, I am suffering.
Ujú,
And the ego says, oh, I hurt him. And the ego, in order to feel good, has to say, oh, I have done pratikraman.
mm. El dolor está allí, todo el dolor está allí. El ego es yo sufro, el ego es lo herí, y el ego para sentirse bien dice voy a hacer practikraman.
Mhm. Mm. You see, the ego is, created all of this hurt out of ignorance in the last life, you see. And in this life now, with the ego suffering, and it's now suffering with awareness. What is the awareness of the ego? In the last life the ego was totally blind. Now that ego is aware, and that ego is saying, I should not hurt anyone. So that ego does the pratikraman, and the ama simply sees that, you see, sees that.
Ujú. El ego fue el que creó el dolor en la vida pasada, ¿no? Era un ego ciego, entonces creó todo ese dolor. Y el ego en esta vida sufre y sufre con conciencia. Y el ego, con el entendimiento, hace el practikrama. Y el alma ve.
Yes. Okay. Luz, anything else? Yeah.
¿Está bien, Luz?
Okay.
Sí,
Yeah,
muchas
yes,
gracias.
yes, Sachidan. Yes,
Yes.
Christian. Yes, Raniel, I will come to you after Christian. Yes, Ryan here. Yes, Christian.
My question is because Luz addresses that, and you talk about these two tracks or two lines that are parallel one to the other. But what happens when? But we will. Christian has understand, and I think it has been told that the prajna is like the middleman, and you talk that the prajna is in the seat of the soul or something like that. So if you can explain a little bit more about that.
Yes.
Please, traducí, Cristian, por favor.
Estoy diciendo que con la pregunta de Luz, él explicó que habían dos vías y que en realidad el prajna estaba sentado como en el asiento del alma pura por ahí. Entonces yo le entendí que Cristian al menos ha entendido que hay uno del medio, que hay el prajna, y lo que Cristian entendió alguna vez es que le habían, o escuchó que en realidad el prajna era como el middleman, el que estaba al medio de eso. Entonces le pedí que si pudiera explicar un poco más sobre eso.
Yes.
Gracias.
You see, yes, it's an excellent question. The middleman is otherwise known as the Bhavo. You see, the middleman is the one who says, this is happening to me. You see, the middleman is the one who says, he hurt me, or I got hurt, or I'm hurting that, I did something to hurt that person. That awareness is of the middleman, and that awareness is really, in the final analysis, ignorance still active. You see, that middleman is the one who says, oh, so I'm apura, so absolute I'm apura, does the same. The middleman now realizes that all of this hurt should not happen. You see, the hurt is wrong. So the middleman has received some light. He realizes that this is wrong, but he also realizes, he has realized, oh, but I am pure soul. Ich bin reine Seele. I am pure soul. Now, that is the middleman. You see, after the Gnanvidhi, and now when the middleman goes into five agnas, he's becoming more pure soul. He's coming more towards this. He sees that five agnas automatically puts him in this line of the self, you see. Now, and then he's in that light, Swayamapura, he says, oh, Christian is feeling bad. Christian feels like he hurt someone. Christian is upset because somebody hurt him. And so, Christian, Christian is the one who hurt others is the one who has to reverse, And as Christian's knowledge, this is called worldly interaction knowledge. How to really get along with the world. As Christian's knowledge increases, he will do pratikraman. You see, that is Christian's knowledge of worldly interaction, vyavahar gnan, His vyavahar is becoming more and more pure, you see. So when Christian stops hurting other people, stops going in wrong directions, he starts becoming free from all of this, and he merges towards, he comes more and more to Spamapura, you see. So, prajna is absolutely the energy of the self only, Amapura. It does not interfere. It only shows. It only pulls Christian to this. Christian, at the moment you say, so I am Apura, this is Vyavasthit, this is a file, this is relative, but in the relative, this pain has happened, through Christian. So that's all. It only shows you that there is this hurt that has happened, pulls you inside, pulls you this way, so you can see it exactly. You see? If prajna wasn't there properly functioning, you become, I hurt him, but he hurt me too, so why should I bother? You see?
Sí.
You see, so this bhavo is ignorant in that sense, and his prajna pulls the bhavo. The gnani bhavo is prajna wants the middle one. Prajna, by pulling you away, pulling you out of this, is the warning, pulling you away. Prajna is trying to pull you away. Swayamapura. Prajna doesn't say do pratikraman, pratikraman. Prajna, first energy of prajna is to pull you away, to make you who you are, you see. And the force of the prajna keeps on increasing with every satsang, with every attempt at 5 agnas, you see.
Ujú. El hombre del medio, ¿no? El babo es el que está en el medio de las dos vías del tren. Entonces, en un principio dice, bueno, esto me pasó, yo lo herí, ese conocimiento, después del Gnane, yo soy alma pura absoluta. Entonces, está el hombre del medio es el que se da cuenta que herir está mal y también se da cuenta de quién es, de que ahora es alma pura. Entonces, este hombre del medio con las 5 agnas, está en el alma pura. Entonces, pero está como, ahí está la conciencia y el entendimiento, ¿no? Puede ser Cristian, se siente mal, hirió a alguien, o Cristian está molesto, es el que conoce y observa esto, y si hirió o molestó a alguien, esto hay que revertirlo. Entonces, mientras el conocimiento de las interacciones mundanas va a dejar de estar hiriendo y se va a liberar de todo esto, ¿no? Y va a ir incrementando. El alma pura es el alma pura, pero va a ir conociendo más. Y pragna es la energía del alma pura que solo lo muestra. Esto es un archivo, esto es relativo y te va a llevar, siempre te va a llevar al alma pura, ¿no? Pragna aparece para llevarte al alma pura, para que salgas de eso. ¿Y cómo estás? Es pragna y las 5 agnas y satsang. Y ahí va creciendo esta energía.
Simply saying, prajna is the energy that keeps it separate, you see, keeps it
Ujú.
absolutely separate. Prajna keeps you and always is pulling you into your swakshetra, the location of the self. This is who I am. And this is who I am. This is it. And so now you can take the benefit of the movie of Christian. Is he fighting? Is he not fighting? Is he upset? Christian, is he understanding what's happening? Is he using this beautiful spiritual weapon? The spiritual weapon of Pratikraman, because you have actually attained the final goal of spirituality, which is Soyamapura. Soyamapura, there is spirituality ends here, you see. Whereas this one, Pratikraman, pulls you in that direction, that's all.
Ujú. Prajna siempre está separado y siempre va a estar en la locación del ser y allí te va a llevar. Y desde allí podés ver con beneficios la película de Christian, ¿no? Verlo cuando está molesto, todo lo que le pasa a Christian. Y entiende que es el arma espiritual, el Praktikraman, el practikraman y soy alma pura desde allí. Y ahí es como, ya está.
And yes, also, Dada, this is the evolution of the understanding in Akram Vignan. You say, after the Gnan Vidhi. It evolves. It is the science in operation. So initially, the lady will come and say, Dada, I hurt my husband, or I hurt my mother-in-law, or I hurt my daughter, and I can't, I don't know what to do. Now she actually is wanting to do something. All right. Dada cannot say this is all a niabla for you. If Dada says this is not happening to you, it will not sit for her. It will not be. Dada, but I feel so upset. What do I do? So Dada says, do pratikraman. Do pratikraman. Dada says that for her, she will have to do a lot of pratikramans. But you see, Dada, he really tells you, if the exact pratikraman involves seeing the Amapura of the other person, oh Amapura, soy Amapura, you too are Amapura. Yes, and this one here called Shuddha Christian Reinheld has hurt you, your neighbor, a lot. Not you. You cannot hurt the Amapura. Oh Amapura, I have hurt your neighbor a lot. I realize these are accounts, but I have no desire to continue these accounts. I want to become free from it. Please, please, please give me the energy to become free. You see? It's this one.
Son siete, pero
Yeah. The Amapura doesn't ask for the energies. Amapura doesn't ask for the energies. The one who is lacking these energies is asking for the energies, you see? Amapura is pure.
Yes.
Yeah, Amapura is pure.
Yes. Dice, por ejemplo, que en la evolución del entendimiento, luego del Nanvidi, por ejemplo, va una mujer y le dice a Dada, uy, herí a mi suegra, lastimé a tal, y se ve, Dada ve que esta mujer quiere hacer algo, pero él no le dice que esto es niebla o que no es a ti, es a tu file. Él le dice, bueno, haz practikraman, ¿no? Y cuando se hace practikraman, vos estás como envolviendo, estás involucrando la energía del alma de la otra persona, y pedimos perdón y que esto no vuelva a suceder, ¿no? Y en esta medida te vas liberando de todo eso, te vas liberando. Y el alma no pide energía, es el que le falta energía, pide energía para hacer practikraman, para no volver a herir, es el que le falta la energía. El alma pura no le hace falta energía, es energía pura.
You see, the exact results of pratikraman arise because you're closing your own attachment, aversion, like, dislike. With reference to that person, you're closing it, you're letting your ego completely sublimate in front of that person's Amapura, the other person's Amapura. Oh, Amapura, within that person, oh my Lord. You see, that particular process of sublimation of the ego and thereby the presence of your own Amapura there, you are now seeing, you are you're coming on this side of the line, but this one here still feels the pain, and so he asks for the forgiveness, you see. He asks for the forgiveness. Amapura does not feel the pain, you see. Amapura is avyabhat, beyond pain. It doesn't feel or experience any pain or pleasure. Amapura. is the blissful light within you and I, see?
El exacto resultado, ¿no? Es que la persona siente apego, siente aversión, que le gusta o que no le gusta con referencia a determinada persona. Entonces, esa persona es al alma pura de esa persona, y nosotros como rendimos el ego, lo sublimamos en presencia del alma pura, y ahí perdimos perdón. El alma pura no se siente afectada de ninguna manera, está más allá de cualquier dolor o placer, y es la eterna dichosa presencia
Yeah.
del ser.
Without the awareness of the self, without the awareness of self, pratikramans do not bring about any meaningful results. It just, it's temporary. It's like the mother telling, say you're sorry. So he says, sorry, mom. No, so I'm sorry, But there is something happening even in the child who says sorry to his brother or sister, you see. There is the word I am sorry, you see. The words I am sorry is the reversal of the aggression of the ego. The ego that had become aggressive is coming more and more to the baseline, you see. The little girl who was being naughty and this and that and taking away things of his brother and disturbing him, etc., etc. You see, that ego is the expression of the ego that was hyperactive, comes slowly down. So you see, all these pains in this world of ours is nothing but manifestations of the ego only, you see. Ego having the cancer of the ego, you see, the cancer of the ego, spreading, you see, spreading. Wars and more wars.
Wow. Dice que sin la conciencia del ser, el practikrama no traería ningún resultado. Pero algo sucede, ¿no? Porque el practikrama es la reversión de la agresión del ego. Por ejemplo, una niña pequeña que molesta a su hermano o a un compañero, lo molesta, le quita algo. Esa es una expresión del ego, ¿no? Como que el ego sube y luego va bajando cuando esta niña entiende eso, ¿no? Y se arrepiente o pide perdón.
Yeah,
Todo en el mundo es una manifestación del ego.
mhm, mhm. The little girl will come to the mother and say, Mama, when I do pratikraman, I feel good. I feel good. It feels good. And the science behind it is that that little girl, even though she is not a Mahatma, is not aware of the Ama, she is the Ama, and the Ama by nature does not hurt anyone. So that is why she is feeling better with pratikraman. See?
Esta pequeña niña que va y le dice a la madre, mamá, cuando hago practikrama me siento bien. Esta niña no es Mahatma y no tiene la conciencia del ser, pero es el alma y en esa naturaleza cuando hace el practikraman eh, siente el bienestar.
Yes, Christian. Yeah.
You said before that when we get more energy, the prajna, it's the Christian is going nearer to the pure soul, to the alma pura, and it's like a path, you can say, or something like that. when you are getting nearer to the pure soul or the alma pura, you come nearer and then you can come back a little and come nearer, or it's just a one-way process that it's always happening in the same way?
Mm, um,
Traducí, perdón, sorry, Shuddha, traducí, Cristian.
Estoy preguntando que él dijo que uno a través del prajna se iba acercando al asiento del alma, al alma pura, y que el mono cristiano se iba acercando a el alma pura. Entonces le estoy preguntando si ese es un proceso lineal que ocurre siempre hacia ahí, o es un proceso en que uno va, vuelve un poquito, dos pasos para adelante, tres para atrás. ¿Cómo ocurre eso?
Gracias.
you see, when you say Christian moving closer or moving away from Ama, that Christian is no longer alive. You see, it's a dead, it's a dying ego of dying ego or dying ownership of Christian. Now in the Gnanvidhi, you're home. You see, it is home. Whereas if you had not been awakened to the glorious Amapura, this is what human beings do. They go in churches, they go in temples, in mosques, they bend down, the thousands in Arabia, in Saudi Arabia, thousands at the same time, lay a sheet of, lay a towel below in front of them, and then they just bow down, bowing down. Islam, Islam, Islam means I am bowing down. You see, Islam means surrender. You see, oh my Lord, oh Allah, I surrender to your will. You are doing everything. I surrender. You see, this is their understanding, and it's fine. But the bowing down is a very beautiful process. 4 or 5 times a day. By the clock they do it. You see, they remember Allah, Allah. Allah means Ama, absolute Ama, Allah. And when you say Allah, you say Allah. It requires you to take a breath. Allah, Allah, Allah. You are. It's the same as saying Ram. In the Hindus say Ram, Ram. Krishna, Jesus. Is same. You see, it's this. At that time, you are surrendering. You are surrendering to the name of the God. You have not experienced the God, but you're at least moving in that. You're moving, just as you said. You're moving in that direction. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the Christians forget about it. And then Sunday they come back like that, right? This is how it is. Because they have tasted something. They taste like this little girl. They little girl tells her mommy, when I do pratikraman, I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. Because you see, in their own ways, you are coming nearer to your ama. The ama by nature is blissful, is the ocean of bliss. It is the abode, it's the home of bliss. So, you come over in that direction, you will feel some some of that. You will feel some of that, you see.
Ujú.
It's not the real thing.
Este,
Yeah. Mm.
eh, esto que preguntó Cristian, ¿no? Como cuando entras y sales, ¿no? Cuando no estás en el alma o cuando no recibiste el Nanvidi es como que estamos muertos, ¿no? Luego del Nanvidi, que ya tenés conciencia, estás vivo, estás en presencia del alma pura. Pero bueno, la gente, los que no lo recibieron, van a la iglesia, van a los templos, van a todos lados, cientos de miles van, por ejemplo, del Islam van, ponen una tela, se arrodillan, se reclinan y rinden absolutamente y Islam quiere decir estoy yendo. Y es un proceso muy bello, ¿no? Y Alá es alma, alma absoluta, es como tenés que tomar aire para decir Allah, como en India se dice Ram, Krishna, Jesús, y mediante el nombre de Dios, se puede observar algo de bienestar, ¿no? Es como esta niña que contábamos antes, que le dice a la madre que luego de pedir perdón se siente bien. Y el alma es el océano de la dicha.
Yeah, you see, so the moment for you really, Christian and I and everyone is over. It is, it is just the pellicula of the discharging ego. It is a discharging ego that is running back and forth, you see.
Ujú.
Mm.
Es la descarga del ego la que va y viene, Cristian.
Yes. Vishuddhatma Bhagavan, right? Yes. Yes, Reinhold, you had raised your hand. Is there anything that you want to say, my dear? Yeah.
Now the most is clear.
Okay. Yes.
Christian
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Luz.
Lose your questions. Yes. You see, in satsang, it is not my question or it is satsang, it's not my question and my understanding. This satsang is the understanding of the words and through the words of Dada, you see, Dada's words, you see, and the understanding arises, and the questions are happening only to move in the direction of the understanding of, Keval Darshan, absolute Darshan, you see, absolute Darshan. You see, total Darshan, total understanding, you see. Yeah, total understanding.
Ujú. El entendimiento de las palabras de Dada es lo que sucede en un satsang, que es moverse hacia el entendimiento total, el entendimiento total
Mhm.
de la palabra de Dada. Después las preguntas, nos llevan a eso, pero a la palabra de Dada.
Mhm. And this is unique in Akram Vignan because this understanding, darshan with a D capital, or the Keval darshan, the understanding of this keeps on rising through the Gnanvidi, of which 5 agnas is part of the Gnanvidi. You see, 5 agnas, part of the Gnanvidi, increases and keeps increasing this vision of who I am, what is all this in front of me, you see. And the doer disappears. The ego disappears because the ego is the illusion. Ego is the niabla, you see. The ego is the niabla. So we call it the discharging ego, see.
Ujú.
What should I?
El,
Oh,
eh,
sorry.
eh,
Okay, go on.
em, el, ay, no sé lo que puse, el entendimiento, ¿no? Del Keval Darshan, ¿no? Es el entendimiento total en el Akram Vignan, que va creciendo luego del Gnan Vidi con las 5 agnas y se va incrementando, incrementa la visión de quién soy, la visión de qué es esto que está frente a mí. Este entendimiento va creciendo y el ego es la ilusión, y este ego va decreciendo. A mayor entendimiento, conciencia, conocimiento, visión, el ego se va
Yeah.
disminuyendo.
The ego is rather, she calls him, your neighbor. The neighbor gets into all of these situations of pleasure. He's happy, and then he gets depressed because a lot of things are happening, or down, you see, and stressed. If not depressed, stressed, you see. And this will continue to happen, or this may happen, but it's slowly and surely turns into a película, turns into a movie only. Yeah, turns into a movie.
Que así sea. El ego es el vecino, ¿no? El vecino que va por placer, tiene depresión, estrés y seguirá así, pero con el conocimiento y los cinco agnas, este ego va a ir decreciendo y vamos a poder observar la película, ver la película.
Yes. Yesterday, one of the most loved actors of Hollywood, Robert Redford, passed away.
Oh,
Yeah, you see, and everybody loved him. He loved him for not only his looks, but from, there's something about him, you see. And, so you watch his movies. But more importantly, now the most important actor that you have to see and watch and enjoy is our dear Christian. You watch the movie of Christian, the actor. Christian is the actor, and let's see how he acts, you see. Let's see how he acts, you see.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No, es como ir al cine y ver una película, ¿no? Ayer falleció Robert Redford, que casi todos conocemos, y, y bueno, quedan las películas de él para ver. Y de la misma forma lo invita Christian y es observar la película de Christian y cada uno observe su propia película.
So just have to switch seeing the actors, you see. So, Dada in his Agnas, Agna 1 and 2 says you have to, he performs, Christian performs his role exactly. Exactly. When the students are not behaving, Christian will not, just not smile. He will say, oh, you guys, you children, you students, he will do all sorts of things. He'll become angry also. This is the drama. This is the drama playing. Inside, there is this continuous awareness of Soyamapura, and also simultaneously, they are all Amapuras, beautiful Amapuras. Beautiful Amapuras.
Dice, bueno, acá con el Agna 1 y 2, el Agna 1 es, Cristian hace su actuación perfectamente, ¿no? Va al colegio, él educa a los chicos, le dice lo que tiene que hacer, y este es el drama, su película. Y después yo soy alma pura, ¿no? En el Agna 2, y todos son alma pura.
And so the real drama and the real application of the drama has now begun with the increasing understanding of these two separate roles. One, the continuous knower, and the other one, the actor, you see, the actor and his roles, you see, and his roles.
Yes. La real aplicación que va creciendo en este entendimiento son estos roles, ¿no? El continuo conocedor y después el actor.
See, if you watch a very good actor or an actress, you are not aware, not aware that they're acting, you see. They naturally slip into their role. You see, they make you feel as if it's real, really happening. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Por ejemplo, cuando ves un actor, estás viendo una película, un actor, una actriz, no ves que está actuando, ¿no? Porque se mete tanto en su rol de que está actuando que parece real y te hace sentir que todo lo que está sucediendo es real.
Yeah. You know, even before they accept the role of being the star in the movie, you know, they study the script. They get the script of the movie and they study it so deep, you know. They almost, when as they're reading the script, they're almost imagining themselves to be that person in the story, you see, to be that person in the story, you see. And for us all, we don't have to study. This is how it is, you know. This Shuddha is Shuddha, and Christian is Christian, and Patricia is Patricia. It is deeply ingrained. Now, so, you know, they have to enter that role, and for us, we have to exit the role. We exit the role. We move away to be able to see, oh, you know, this is Petri, this is Luz. She likes this, she doesn't like this, she hates this, she doesn't, you know, all of those things are just unfolding. You can see that this is Harman. He likes this, he doesn't like this. Harman is praying, Harman is doing the music, you know, all of those things. So the more and more this prajna becomes more and more active. When you say Harman is doing it, prajna is right there. Prajna is active.
Ujú. Los actores, por ejemplo, estudian mucho para rodar una película, ¿no? Y estudian profundamente. Y también estudian profundamente el personaje, imaginan que son ese personaje. Y nosotros no tenemos que estudiar el personaje porque ya somos eso. Lo que sí tenemos que hacer es salir de allí, ¿no? Salir. Y ver al file one, ¿no? Por ejemplo, Luz está actuando, le gusta esto, no le gusta aquello, y todo es una descarga de karma. Germán también le gusta otra cosa y le disgusta otra, pero siempre Pragnia cada vez está más activa.
Vishuddhatma Bhagavan, we have gone beyond our time. Thank you for staying with me and
Thank you.
with that. Highest namaskars. Have a wonderful lunch.
You too.
Yeah.
Thank
Say
you.
Sachidanand, Kimochi,
Jai Satchidanand.
Rosie, you know, yeah,
Jai Satchidanand.
everyone. Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Satchidanand. Thank you.
Carlos, yeah, Emoni, Claudia, yes, Devdasi. Dil, okay, Jai Sachidanand.